I don't think you wanna get rich. You don't really want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. Nah, you don't really want it. Now you don't want that late night gas with no break, like crash in the daylight. I see it in your face. You don't want that blood, sweat, tears in a bunk bed. Peers know they upset that Lambo in your gate. Nah, you can't take a loss like that. Off that. Wasn't really forced to shop at Ross like that. Don't know how it feel to can't afford like that. Off deck. Right back, had to get it out the mud. We took. Now they tell me do it for the love. Gotta do it just because. Got this ballin' in my blood. Think I came this far to shoot dubs. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here ballin', it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe, I sleep, my dreams are lavish. Went from check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all theatric. I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, what I call off vert. Before I hit my context, check my call off first. See if I can make a play to get it all off merge. Woo! Let an animal loose. My separation off of this, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on some skates, breaking ankles and news, saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Get rich. I don't think you want. Get rich.
Every dime is a flavor. I'm signed to the plate.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. We'll see Minnesota facing Los Angeles. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. To the inside, here's Divac. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Garnett out there with Johnson. Then it's Cassell, and it's Hassel in at the 2 spot. Divac. Rebounded by Hassel.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Johnson against Divac. A leaner. And that one comes up a bit short.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Los Angeles on D. Sprewell, that's good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Scott the pass to Perkins. All alone. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
And Minnesota has possession. Castle the pass to Johnson. Garnett is doubled. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Now here's Scott. Defense is right there. Fast break, Minnesota. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist from Cassell.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Pass to Divac. And taken away by Johnson. To the middle. And stolen by Worthy. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kept alive. Perkins dishes to Scott. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 2. Sprewell, that's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Feeds it to Johnson. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Shoots. Here's Scott. And he uses the glass on the layup. Scott's got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Sprewell, that's good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Green, he's checked in for Sam Perkins. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Serbiak. Divac with some nice D.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Magic knocks it down. He shot 52% from the field in his years with the Lakers. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Johnson, that's for 2. Another miss by Minnesota.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Scott, good. Scott's got 11 points.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Minnesota with the ball. 7-point differential. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And some changes here for the Lakers. Thompson comes in for Divac. And Drew's subbed in for Scott. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Here's Johnson. Here's Drew. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passes.
Shot called first of the game for Minnesota.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Here's Davis. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Trent, and Thompson sends it back. Worthy kicks to Thompson. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Trent. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
There's a minute 34 left here in the opening quarter. To the paint. Here's Green. The shot misses. Johnson with the defensive effort. Trent passes to Sprewell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Trent gets the bucket.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Drew misses.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Here's Worthy. And the Lakers with another miss. And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 6. Here's Sprewell, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. He's got 8.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
There's the feed to Worthy. Pass to Thompson. Here's Drew. But they'll get another chance. Offline with his 3. Here's Garnett. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Impressive fast break there. They did a great job advancing the rock with the pass.
Here's Drew. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Here's Johnson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that ties it up.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Just 3 on the clock. And Worthy puts it in.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in... And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Cassell, and it's Hassel in at the 2-guard spot. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Garnett. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Garnett's got 6.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
It's tipped. Here's Perkins. Sam Perkins converts.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Sprewell, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Minnesota shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Scott can't get it to go.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Scott's got 4 points in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
One of the stories here, Byron Scott getting it done today.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Minnesota calls timeout. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Cassell kicks to Garnett. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Cassell's got 3 assists in the game.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Divac has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Hassel, the pass to Garnett.
That's his first personal foul. Timberwolves substitution. Mark Madsen. Wally Zerbiak. Fred Hoiber.
Knocked away. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Hassel, defended by Divac. That puts them in the lead. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Outside, Scott fires, high post. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
It's deflected. They recover it. Serbia. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. The dish to Divac. From the corner. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's Perkins. Perkins with the bucket.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Madsen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Madsen's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota. And here's the Lakers. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
And the pass to Hassel. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Los Angeles calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Some changes for the Lakers. Thompson, he's checked in for Divac. Green comes in for Perkins. And it's Johnson in for Drew. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Johnson's checked in.
Looking at what Scott's been doing, he's got 17 points now and 3 assists as well. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
Truly, they have no answer for him at all.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Here's Cassell. To the wing right side. Tries it from 19. A second chance effort. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to go.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
That one misses for Johnson. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Scott. And a missed layup.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And taken away by Johnson. 1:43 left in the first half. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Timberwolves leading by 3. Stolen by Thompson. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Serbiak. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Hoiberg can't get it to go. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Thompson.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Here's Hoiberg. Can't get it to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Dishes it to Scott. Back to Worthy. The drive by Thompson. Johnson with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Johnson's got the ball, and he gets the bucket.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And it's the Lakers' ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Worthy, and he gets it to go from the corner.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Minnesota on top, up by 3. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. An exceptional performance from Byron Scott.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Lakers. Devon's out there with Perkins. Then there's Scott. Then there's Worthy. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. It's stolen by Divac. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota in the lead. To the inside. Garnett the pass to Sprewell. From 15 feet away. And Garnett, that's good. Garnett's got 12 points in the game.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Perkins with the bucket.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And taken away by Johnson. One-on-one here. Stripped away. Here's Cassell. Here's Garnett. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Timberwolves have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. The free throw drops for Garnett. And both free throws good from Garnett.
What a game for Garnett. He has 14 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Minnesota calls timeout. Minnesota with the ball. The lead is 2. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing cleanly.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Garnett with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. That falls. Great assist by Sam Cassell. 16 points for Garnett.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Johnson. But they get it back. Here's Worthy. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Garnett. Pass to Sprewell. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Timeout called the Lakers. Look at Kevin Garnett. What a contribution.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Making a change here. Drew's checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Stevens. Here's Worthy. Buries it from 3-point range. Worthy's got 7.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flourish.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Drew passes to Johnson. That's good. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead. Here's Cassell. From the baseline. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Minnesota leading by 3. And he gets it to go. Cassell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand. Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Johnson can't hit. Cassell against Johnson. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Kicks it to Perkins. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Johnson again missing. Timberwolves on offense. 4-point game. Shots good by Garnett. Garnett's got 18 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Divac. It's deflected, and they're able to recover.
Talk about great numbers for Johnson. He has 9 points now and 3 great steals.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. Some changes for the Lakers. Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for Divac. And it's Green in for Perkins. And Johnson drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Got a piece of it. Lakers trail by 4. Right side, Green. Goes up the baseline. Goes back up. Campbell's shot's good.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Pass to Manson. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
1:29 left in the third quarter. Here's Worthy. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Byron Scott, he's checked in for the Lakers. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And it's Green missing.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
But they recover it. And stolen by Worthy.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. 34 seconds left in the third.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
They get it back. Another shot. And the basket by Serbiak. 8 points for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
I'd like to see them use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Lakers trail by 10. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. We've got Johnson, and it's Trent in at power forward. Down low. Hoiberg, good.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Divac kicks to Scott. Unloads from 9. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Scott's got 23.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it. He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Worthy. Hoiberg with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 10. Pass to Trent. To the paint. It's stolen by Divac. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Scott. Scott's got 5 assists in the game. Feeds to Johnson. It's stolen by Divac. Johnson with it. The long-range bomb from Magic Johnson.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time. Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
Minnesota calls timeout. Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Los Angeles calls timeout. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. To the middle. The basket there by Sam Perkins.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll. He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Here's Worthy. That's why they call him Big Game James. James Worthy.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Hanson's shot is good.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Yeah, I agree with you. Good possession there. They had to stem the tide of this comeback a little bit, and I think they did with that play there.
Here's Scott. The Lakers rebound. Divac. No good. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Hassel. The shot misses. Nice D from Scott. Johnson, a wide open look. Worthy dishes to Perkins. Second shot opportunity. Perkins hits the shot. Big smooth there again.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Here's Davis. Another shot. Johnson with the block. Divac, the pass to Johnson. And he hits it to tie the game up. Johnson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Byron Scott. At the line for 2.
That free throw missing. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Here's Hassel. Worthy defending. The shot by Hassel is no good. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Green, he's checked in for Sam Perkins. Here's Garnett. Divac with the block, and he recovers it. The fader, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Scott can't get it to go.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And that one's good. Scott's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Garnett. Unhindered, going all the way. Hassel shot's good. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And it's blocked by Divac. Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. And here's Worthy. From deep, Johnson. The rebound by Johnson.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the three. Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And taken away by Johnson. And so they foul intentionally. 43 seconds left in the game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson for three. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
It's stolen by Green. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep, Johnson. The three won't fall. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of two is good. That will put them up by 2. And the Lakers call time here. They're losing by 2. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Count it!
Wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Grab those belts on, fellas. This is going to be one heck of a finish. I can just feel it reverberate.
Yeah, he's right.
He is right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let my belt out just a little bit to get ready for this ride.
Well, you would need so much of the pressure before the games. Maybe
That's a good
people
point.
like be comfortable like we are. Timeout called the Lakers. They trail by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They actually could shoot a 3 here and go for the win, but I'd expect them to try to send it to overtime. The defenders don't want to foul in this situation, so you should be able to get a shot off inside.
Here's Scott. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Minnesota calls timeout. And taken away by Johnson. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Worthy. Johnson is out there at Byron Scott. Then it's Perkins. And it's Divac in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field. But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
3 on 3. Worthy, no good.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
Soft touch off the glass. Worthy's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
And stolen by Scott. Here's Divac. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Lakers lead by 2.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
To the paint, here's Sprewell. Buries it down low.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
The drive by Worthy. No good there off the double clutch. Here's Hoiberg, covered by Perkins. Gasol makes it off the glass. And it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And it's the Lakers' ball. Passes it to Worthy. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Looking at the numbers for James Worthy, he has 12 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hassel's checked in.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Garnett attacking. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
Well, sans his lights-out shooting, they'd be staring at a huge deficit. Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
He shoots again, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Here's Hassel. He's guarded by Johnson. The shot by Hassel is no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Johnson for 3. The Lakers rebound.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. KG, that's good.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
Johnson, the pass to Sprewell. Here's Garnett. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, Kevin Garnett. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 10. 1 second left in the first overtime. What do you think, guys?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
And here's Johnson outside. Misses there. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came